back to the pub. I am your host, Maria, creator and founder of Mastering Progress, and I use this platform as my therapy session because I don't really have the time to go to therapy, so y'all are my psychiatrist. So welcome to this week's therapy session. So I have been kind of busy this weekend. I had a wedding, I had a venue walkthrough, I went to church, I had brunch, I had a bunch of things going on. And that's how we keep myself out of trouble. So I don't really mind it. I personally like it. But I do normally need one day to rest, and I didn't have that day to rest, so for a little bit. Ooh. But it's okay. I decided today's topic because of politics, because of what's going on with people calling themselves black, and then they're not black, and then they're black again, and then we're not black again. And I just wanted to say that it kind of correlates to a lot of comments that's been happening recently and also just my whole life. And that is the comment of, you're not black, or you're not black enough. I'm not black enough. So that puts us in a place of, what in the world does that mean? What does it mean to be black? Especially for you unmelanated people, what does it mean to not be black? Because you wouldn't know what it means to be black. So where did that comment come from? And why did it come out of your mouth? Why did we have the audacity to say that, especially to someone who's been black her whole life? Since she came out of her mother's tummy, this has been popping. So what gives you the right to tell me I'm not living the black experience enough and I'm not blackety black? When last time I looked in the mirror, first of all, 50 Shades of Black, and if I can see it as a blind duck that I'm black, I can tell you other people can tell I'm black and will treat me like I'm black. So just because you think I'm not acting black doesn't mean I don't get treated as a black person out in the world. And as we dive more into that, who made you a pro on the black experience? Because just as there's different white experiences, there are different black experiences. And just because it doesn't put us in this hole of, oh, we're drug dealers and this and that, and we're so the gangs and all of that, that's not being black. That's a section over there. That's not my black, and my black is can be and is allowed to be different than this negative stereotype we have around black people. Because at the end of the day, when they're saying I'm not black, I don't fit that negative stereotype of being a black girl, and so I'm not black enough. But I can tell you the people who are racist see me as black enough. I'm dark enough for them to make comments. Oh, you're beautiful for a dark-skinned girl. Excuse you. I was blessed with melanin. Thank you. And I wear my melanin very proudly. Thank you. And why did that have to come out of your mouth? And I also think it's funny because it's not just unmelanated people who are telling me this. It's also people of my skin tone telling me that I'm not black enough because I'm not experiencing life in a black community. I grew up in a predominantly white town. Like, we were one of 4 black families in the whole town. What do you think that meant, though? Like, yes, I had a lot of white friends, but you don't think I felt ostracized because of my skin tone? And, like, it was like a whole big thing. Like, oh my gosh, we have a black girl in our class. Like, oh my gosh, like, teachers would pick on me to talk about ghettos and stuff, and I'm like, sweetie, I don't know what that is. I don't. Just because I have the skin tone doesn't mean I know what a ghetto is. Or I wasn't wearing, like, I didn't have braids growing up. I have them now because this is what I'm choosing to wear, but, like, I just had my afro, and everyone wanted to touch it. Last time I checked, this 4C hair is a part of the black experience. And she's beautiful and malleable, but she's a whole nother she's a lot. I'm getting sidetracked. Anywho, when it comes from another black person and they're like, you're not black enough, what in the world is that supposed to mean? It's not a negative thing to be black and have had so many opportunities growing up and been able to travel and have parents who work together in the same household. That's another thing. People are surprised that both of my parents raised me. My mother definitely did a lot. That woman had to deal with me growing up. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. I know I was bad. But I did have a 2-parent household. They loved me both dearly. And I guess that makes me less black because black people don't have both parents in the household. All of my cousins have both parents in the household. My parents were raised with both parents in the household. Like, it doesn't take away from the fact that people are so racist to me because of my skin tone. And last time I checked, like, you're just because I had a bunch of opportunities that did give me a little bit of leverage in life, like going to private schools and going to college and being able to experience all these things, go horseback riding, have swim lessons, have dance lessons, have tutors, have therapy on occasion, does not mean I'm any less of a black person. I was raised by 2 black, strong, independent people. Okay? They let me know I was black. Especially, like, my mom wanted me to be happy and proud of my natural hair. Because that's me. I'm black. My dad is an immigrant from Nigeria, and so, like, I grew up with great food. Oh my gosh, and fufu, and just, like, my aunt's cooking. Oh my gosh, my aunt and grandma's cooking. My mom could cook too. She didn't cook the same kind of food, black food, if you want to be. But I grew up on some black food. And I'm thankful for that. Very thankful for that, because if I grew up on the other stuff, yikes. Anywho, besides the point, I feel as though then okay, so it coming from a black person, it's like, where is this coming from? Because we both look the same. We both have the same 4C hair. We both have to deal with the racial injustice and the slide comments and the dirty looks out in public and people not expecting us to know anything and thinking we're dumb, thinking that we're all in gangs and we're all dealing drugs and we're all out here on the streets. We all have to deal with that, no matter what. But then when it comes from a white person, unmelanated, and you're telling me I'm not black enough and that you're more black than I am. When you walk out on the street, are people glaring at you or clutching their purse or thinking you're loud and aggressive just because of this? And like, I'm 50 shades black because, uneven skin tone. I have to wake up, walk out, and be black. You can choose to act black. And acting black has the negative connotation around it. Okay? And you're telling me that I'm not acting black enough and I don't fit into your categorical box of being black. No, I'm the one who has to wake up and deal with people being racist to me. Especially now that I live in Boston, I have to wake up, go out there and be looked at and judged and, oh my gosh, she's like so angry, she's so this, she's so that, like she's so aggressive, she can't even, like, I don't even want to deal with her, she scares me. All because I look like this. And I'm sorry, I do have an RBF, I do have that. But that's my black coming out. Anywho, I'm the one who has to wake up and deal with that. You get to wake up and choose to be black. I wake up black and go out into this world scared of how people are going to perceive me because of my skin tone before they get to know me. Not you. Because you can go out and be fine. No one cares. No one's scared of you. People are scared of me just because I'm standing here looking like this. So do not tell me I'm not black enough because I speak properly and have high standards and want the best in life. Don't tell me that, because everyone has the right to want the best out of life. Everyone has the right to approach life the way they want to. And just because it's not fitting into your stereotypical black category, I'm not sorry for that. I was raised by two very smart, independent, prosperous people who taught me to go after what I want, be stubborn as I want, and be proud that you're black. And I am proud that I'm black. And I'm proud that I was raised by two wonderful black people and have a family of wonderful, talented, prosperous black people who may act too white for you. But guess what? We're all black. We're all dealing with the black experience in America, and we're doing great. Even with all the racism and all the issues that are going on in this world today. We're still succeeding. We're still living our black lives in the way that we see fit. So I don't want to hear, and I'm going to hear it, I know I am because, like I said, I've been hearing it for the past 20 years. You're not black enough. But if you're listening to this podcast and you ever talk to me ever again, do not tell me I am not black enough, because this black skin, this 4C hair, and all the racism and prejudice that I have gone through, and the black upbringing that I had, will tell you differently. I am not sorry that I choose to live my black life the way I see fit. I'm not sorry. You guys can be over there. But this black skin is choosing to be happy, proud, black, and successful in her own right. And that's that. That's it. So, we're not choosing to be black. We are black. And don't take that away from me. Or anyone else for that matter. Okay. Okay. That's the end of this